Hey, watch this video to the end and you learn how if statements work in Python. Right now, let's dive in. So the essence of if statements in programming is to take decisions based on condition or comparison. That's why if statements are also called conditional statements. This means that the program will proceed differently depending on whether the condition is met or not. Let me show you an example. Let's say you want to compare two numbers and then we want our code to perform an operation after doing the comparison. If we want to compare two numbers, first of let's save two numbers. Let's say 10 and then save this to a variable. Save this to a variable A, and then let's say 15 and save this to a variable B. Now, if we want our code to do something based on this data that we have, we can say if B is greater than A, print let's say print 15 is a larger number. Okay, good. And then we can say else print, and then we can say print 10 is, oh, what is this? 10. So when we run this code, it shows 15 is a larger number. And why is it saying 15 is a larger number? It is because 15 saved has more value, is a higher number than 10. So if B, which is 15, is greater than A, then we can tell the code to print 15 is a larger number. Else, print 10 is a larger number. So only one of these statements has to be true. Either this if statement has to be true for this line of code here to execute, or this space has to be true so that this line of code here can be executed. Now if I flip this and say if A is greater than B and I run this, it will tell you 10 is a smaller number. To tell you 10 is a smaller number because A is less than B, so it can't tell you 15 is a larger number. So let me show you a better example. Now let's say we are in a park and we want to ride the roller coaster, and the operator tells you that you have to be at least 12 years old to get a ticket to ride the roller coaster. Now, you being a programmer, how do you think the machine will be programmed? If statements, right? So let's have that written out in code. First off, let's send the user some greetings and say print welcome, and then we can ask for their age. So let's ask the user for the age and say input. Let's save this input to a variable and call this age. So this line of code here will print a welcome message to the user, and then this line of code asks for their age. Right here, this place asks for the user's age and saves it inside this age variable. Now let's write our if statement for the age. If age is greater than or equal to 12, print you can ride the. And yes, so if the age is greater than or equal to 12, like we said, that you have to be at least 12 years to be able to get a ticket to ride the roller coaster. So if the age is greater than or equal to 12, right here, if the age is greater than or equal to 12, now let's this age here, this place is going to be a string, so let's change this into an integer. Let's wrap this and make it an integer. So now the age is going to be an integer instead of a string. So you can say if age is greater than or equal to 12, then print you can ride the roller coaster. Else print sorry, you have to grow taller before you can ride. Let me clear this. So when we run this line of code and we type in the age, what is your age? If I type in 13, now 13 is greater than 12, so to tell you yay, you can ride the roller coaster. But if I run this line of code again and I say my age is 11, It said sorry you have to grow. Oh, this is a typo. I didn't see this. Sorry you have to grow taller before you can ride. So this is exactly how if statements work. So this line of code here prints a welcome message to the user, and this line here asks the user for the age as an input and save this into this variable. Then the if statement takes in that age variable, what is here, and makes a comparison. If the age is greater than or equal to 12, it says print you can ride the roller coaster. But if the age is less than 12, then it just says sorry, you have to grow taller before you can ride. So this is exactly how the simple if statement works. Now there's another part of if statement that is called elif, meaning else if. So let me show you how else if statement works. Now let's say this time around, the roller coaster operator tells you that there are different prices for different ages. And it says if you are age 12 or you pay $7 ticket. And if you are a teenager, you pay $9 ticket. And if you are an adult, you pay more to ride the roller coaster. So now let's welcome the user again. Let's say welcome London roller coaster. And then we take an input from the user to get their age. I will say input. So now we need to convert this input to an integer because right now it's a string. So convert this to an integer and save it to a variable. Now to the next line. Now that we have asked the user of their age, so let's write our if statement to catch the age differences. Now say if age is less than or equal to 12, then print we want to tell the user that child tickets cost $5. Now say child ticket, and elif, this is where the elif part of the if statement comes in. Elif meaning elif age is less than or equal to 18, then we want to tell that person that teenager's ticket costs $7. Now a teenager, someone who is 19 is still a teenager, so let's say 19, $7. Else then we say print adult ticket costs $15. This line of code prints a welcome message to the user and tells the user welcome to the London roller coaster. And this line of code, this input asks for the user's age. Then this line of code here converts the age into an integer because the age obviously will be a string. Then you convert it into an integer that is a whole number, and it saves it inside this variable. Now the if statement takes this age variable and compares, and if the age is less than or equal to 12, it knows that okay, this is a child. Then it tells you child tickets cost $5. Elif meaning or else, if the age, that is the meaning of this elif, it means or else the age is less than or equal to 19, then it will tell you teenagers ticket costs $7. Else meaning if the age is higher than 19, doesn't you don't need to add it. Else if the age is higher than 19, just leave it like that and say print adult tickets costs $15. Now let's run this, and let's say um I am I'm 9 years and I add 9. What is your age? 9. It tells me child tickets cost $5. Now let's, if we clear this and run this code again, if I type in 15, because 15 is less than 10. So when I run this, it tell me Tinder's ticket costs $7. This line of code gets executed. But if I add, let me clear this. But if my age is anything greater than 12 or 19, then it knows that okay, this person is an adult. If I say 21, it tells me adult tickets cost $15. So that's just how it is. So when writing if statement, one of these conditions has to be true for any line here to get executed. One of these conditions has to be true. It is that this if is true, or the elif, the else. Now there's a case whereby you can write multiple if statements to check for multiple conditions that can be potentially true. So I'll make that in another video. I'm going to link that video in the description below, or I'll put it right here on the right or the left hand side of the screen, so you can check it anywhere. And that's in that video you learn how to use multiple if statements in your code. So for all of that and more, I'll see you on the next video. By the way, if you watch this video to this, you definitely found this video useful. So gently tap that like button and I'm going to love you forever and ever. And yes, subscribe. But subscribing doesn't mean you are going to be seeing the videos until you turn on that notification. So turn on the notification, drop a like, and if you have any topic you want me to make a video about in Python, just let me know. I reply to my comments every single time and I'll make a video specially for you. So yes, subscribe, smash the like button, or gently tap the like button. Peace.